There are a lot of cases out there where people have seemed to just vanish right into thin air, and we have been covering a lot of those very interesting stories lately. It's so bizarre how some of these people vanished that it makes us think that it was supernatural in nature. And these stories scare us, but they also intrigue us. And there are stories out there that are very well documented about whole towns full of people that have mysteriously vanished, and not one bit of evidence has ever been found. November 1932. A Canadian fur trapper named Joe was searching for a place to hide from the freezing cold weather of the tundra when he stumbled upon the Inuit village of the Anjikuni. Joe wasn't new to this place. He had been there a couple times before. Joe knew something was very wrong right away, as in his past visits the whole town was bustling with activity. On this day, it was dead silent. There were no roars of laughter, no sounds of friendly chatter, and no friendly sled dogs in sight. As Joe was nearly freezing to death, he cried out to the villagers, hoping that someone would reply. Everything was just eerie quiet. As Joe looked through the village, desperately searching for any signs of life, he noticed that there was a fire burning in the distance. He ran over there, only to discover that nobody was there. He also noticed the charred remains of a stew. Now this puzzled Joe, but it also gave him a little bit of hope, so he kept exploring. He noticed that these people left behind their food supplies and even their weapons. It was all still there. These noble people would not have left their village without their food or weapons, especially in the freezing cold tundra. Joe was baffled, but he decided to get a fire burning and rest for a little bit. After a good rest, Joe decided to head to the closest telegraph office. He wanted to let the Royal Canadian Mounted Police know about these missing people, as Joe knew something very bad must have happened here. The Royal Canadian Police didn't waste any time. They arrived within hours, and they too were just as baffled as Joe. There was just no signs of these people. During their investigation, a trapper named Armin told the police that he and his family saw very strange lights in the sky over the village. They also discovered that the ancient graveyard had been emptied. Now, if this was the work of evil people looking for treasure, they wouldn't have taken the skeletons. Now, this only deepened the mystery. The Royal Canadian Police searched every square inch. There was just no trace of these people anywhere. Even the Royal Mounted Police had a close encounter of their own one day when they witnessed very odd, bluish shimmering lights in the sky. They had never seen anything like it before. Eventually, the police officially stated that they never investigated this mysterious mass disappearance. Then when some investigators found proof that the Royal Mounted Canadian Police did in fact investigate, their tune changed, and they replied that they did investigate and these people just migrated, making everybody believe that the Royal Mounted Canadian Police were hiding something. Why would they deny that they ever investigated? Then once it was proven that they did investigate, they changed their story. And if these people did migrate, why would they migrate in the dead of winter? Why would they leave all their weapons, their food supply? None of this made any sense. The best we have to go on is the original testimonies, as the Royal Mounted Canadian Police lost all their credibility. Maybe they uncovered something so shocking that they felt they had to hide this information in order to protect their citizens. Something happened to these people, and it wasn't a dead of the winter, leave the food, leave the weapons, let's just go somewhere else migration. This mass disappearance got a lot of attention over the years. Many people do believe that it was a mass alien abduction. The locals in that area believe this was the work of Torgunsuk, the evil sky god. Whatever the case may be, these people simply vanished from the face of the earth. And still to this day, not one bit of evidence has ever been found, making this one of the most eerie and strangest mass disappearances of all time.